Since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first possession of the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare, there's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. He'll keep it himself. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Breaks into the open. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Trying trying to cap this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. So now it's second and long. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Winston. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. His carry on. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. The option look. Quick toss. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on third and goal from the 2? Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off.
Sneaks it in. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Off the play fake on first down. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Boy, was he well protected. Finally, lets one go to the left.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, They got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in the flow.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grabbed behind the line, it's Winston. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
It's so nice to have these big play.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Picks it up, that's a live ball. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. The sure hands, it's carry on. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. At the 40, there he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense. A stop.
There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Williams looking for a man. Hit as he throws. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On target over the middle. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the shotgun. The ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it behind the line. It's Winston. Breaks into the open. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Williams will pass. With the catch, it's Porter. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cox. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line, it'll be first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. Back's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns are on the move. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top. First down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass. He's got him. To him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here comes the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Williams will pass. Finds a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Grab behind the line. It's Winston. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Cox. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Under fire. Good quickness. It off the balance. Enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Got a man. It's carry-on. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Williams looking for a man. Got the quick pass. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They pick up 10 and give him a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here, thinking of the 2000, the 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? It's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Williams will pass. He'll get rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Send out the punt unit. Got it near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity when the defense comes up there.
They found a way to get in the rug, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's stopped. 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got it, looking for the first down. Flying down the right side. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Makes the catch. It's Jordan. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now they'll run the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the run, it's Cox. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Williams looking for a man. Gets it out fast. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield. It's McCutcheon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Throws for the tight end. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.